Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm guiding you through an easy 15-minute full body stretch by the pool. We're going to get started on your mat in a comfortable seated position. Inhale the arms up to the sky and exhale, drop the elbows to open up your heart. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, hands to heart center. Set an intention for the next 15 minutes to be completely present in your body and to work into those abs, those leg muscles, hips, hamstrings, and we're getting right into it. So moving through a few rounds of cat and cow, you can just go up and down, inhaling and exhaling, or you can even make big circles with your whole body. Whatever feels good for you and your body right now, just explore there. Keep focusing on the breath. And then walk your hands to the back of the mat, and we're going for a forward fold. Drop the elbows, holding either the back of your neck or opposite elbows, bending your knees a lot, and just sway side to side. You can bend your knees all the way into like a chair pose and then straighten them again. Whatever feels good to get your hamstrings nice and loose. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold and pull your heart closer to your legs. Last time, inhale. This time, exhale. Walk your hands out to a high plank. And let's hold for 5 breaths. Make your breaths nice and intentional and deep, squeezing the belly button to your core. And we'll drop down to a low plank on the forearms. Again, squeezing the core. And we're dropping the hips right and left. Right and left. A few times, keeping the hips as low as you can to really work into those low abs and your obliques. And like I said, we're in the thick of it, getting right into our core. So moving to dolphin, we're going to go forward and back into our little dolphin push-ups for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your hands up to a high plank and lower down all the way to the mat. Peel your chest off the mat for a low cobra. Fingertips are on the mat. You're barely lifting up, using the strength of your back to lift yourself. And now we can actually push through and straighten up for a few cobra rolls. Make this so intentional. You can even look towards the right and to the left as you lift up, really stretching through your neck and your shoulder blades. After a few, you'll roll back to a child's pose. Knees are wide, toes are touching. Holding here to reconnect with your breath after a nice quick warm up to our yoga flow. And now once you're ready, come on up to a seat. Come back to the intention that you have set. And let's flow. So come on back to hands and knees, curl the toes under and lift the knees just 1 inch off the mat. Squeeze the core, hold, and we will begin to tap left and right knee down to the mat. Come back through center and then switch. Going back and forth, again, really sculpting that core for the summer. Okay, coming to down dog. Breathe and take 3 spinal waves, moving forward and back. As you move forward, you're in like a cat pose, rounding the back. And exhale as you arch the back up, back to down dog. Beautiful. After your 3 tippy toes, and extend the right leg up to the sky. Keep it square to start. Breathe into those hamstrings, and we're going to kick 5 times to the sky. Kick, 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 And after those 5, open up the hips, bend the knee open, and take some hip circles. Really opening up those hip joints, getting your body completely ready for the flow. Step the right foot forward and you're in a low lunge, back knee is to the ground. Take a few pulses up and down, warming up your hip flexors. Inhale, arms to the sky as you sit really low. You can bend the elbows back a couple times, opening up the heart, stretching those triceps with all of our chaturangas. And then open up to the right side, reverse revolved crescent on the knee. Beautiful. Inhale up, exhale, hinge the hips back to a half split. You can rock the feet or toes side to side. And we're going to leap with faith towards the front of the mat to a modified airplane pose. Both fingertips are on the ground and the leg is floating back. Open up to the side as you're in half moon. You are stacking your bones, okay? It doesn't have to be up high like my foot is right now. It can just be nice and level. Come back through center and actually go for the full airplane pose, warrior 3. If you fall, don't worry, just come back into it. Nice. Arms are flying behind you or in front of you, and standing up tall for one-legged Tadasana. Cross the leg over for a seated figure 4, and then inhale to stand tall, exhale, drop elbows, and exhale, forward folds. So that is our flow. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, drop the hands and step the feet back. Step or shoot the feet back, rather, to a chaturanga. Upward facing dog and hips go to the sky for down dog. Beautiful. Let's change sides. So you know where we're going. Left leg lifts. Keep the hips square and kick 5 times to really turn on those glutes, those hamstrings, and really work on the flexibility of the hamstrings. All right, bend the knee open, getting into those hip muscles, those hip joints, and take those circles. You can do a couple each direction, and then step the foot through. Drop the back knee, inhale, and do those pulses. Beautiful. Really working on those hip flexors. Once you feel like you've done enough, drop it down to the lowest version, and you will inhale the arms up to the sky and open up the arms to a T towards the left, reverse revolved crescent. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, push the hips back to a half split and taking those IT band stretches side to side, and look forward to the modified airplane pose. Keep the hips square. Totally forgot to do the half moon on this side, so do that. And then you will meet me in airplane, one-legged Tadasana, figure 4 squat, and stand it tall. Drop the elbows, quick heart opener, and forward folds. Beautiful. Your body should feel nice and open and loose, or maybe not yet, but the more that you do these kinds of flows with me, you will definitely loosen up. We're going for Padagustasana, peace fingers to big toes, forward fold, and we'll go right into Padahastasana, which is where your hands are underneath your feet, and you can massage the backs of your wrists with your toes. Beautiful. Release that. Open up the toes mat width and drop your hips down for Malasana, yoga squat. Breathing here. Try to keep your feet flat on the ground. And then we'll go side to side where you can lift onto your tippy toes and just open up your hips even more, pushing your knees more open with your hands. Come back through center and just sway side to side. Relaxing into this pose. try to challenge yourself by lifting on the tippy toes. Arms can be to the sky. Woo, this is such a good ankle and foot strengthener and stretch. Nice. All right, come to a wide-legged forward fold. Your toes are facing forward, and you can take your hands to the ankles or in front of you, or even clasp the hands behind the back for a shoulder stretch. Just holding wherever you decided to go, going a little deeper every time you take a breath. Nice. Walk your hands towards your right foot, and we're going to fold into pyramid pose, stretching both of your hamstrings. Nice. And then drop down to a big hip opener, horizon lunge. And right here, we're going to drop down, if you can, to lizard pose. So you're either holding your elbows on the ground or your hands, and you're just breathing into this hip opener. All right, walk your hands up and step forward to a forward fold. And then we'll switch sides this way by stepping your right foot back, and then going for that pyramid pose on the other side. So if you need to bend that front knee a lot to touch your nose to your knee, go ahead. And then we'll find our way back down to horizon lunge, opening up that hip before dropping down to lizard. This is our last difficult stretch, so make it your best one. Really breathe into the discomfort. Nice. All right, walk your hands back to a down dog and just pedal your heels here. You can walk your hands to the back of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, crouch and curl. Balance on your tippy toes. And then find your way to a seat. You're going to extend the legs forward for Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Inhale, arms up, and forward fold. Try your best to keep your back as straight as possible before you just surrender. If you have the flexibility to grab your feet, go ahead and do so. And either point or flex through your heels, whatever you need today. You can go ahead and take those peace fingers to the big toes and practice that stretch in this easier variation. Take 3 more deep breaths. Nice. Come on up, and we will bend the left knee into your thigh. Reach over towards the right foot for Janu Sirsasana. We are truly surrendering now in these gentle stretches. These are our long holding poses that we have today. And I really hope that you feel like you're more loose after the flow. Great, come on out, doing a counter stretch by back bending, placing your left hand down and reaching your right arm to the sky. And then we will change sides. So sit on down, changing your legs and folding towards your left foot this time. Holding here for about 10 breaths, surrendering into the left hamstring and that right hip. All right, slowly come up, place the right hand down, push your hips up and extend the left arm over. Nice counter stretch. All right, come on down. That is all I have for you today. So we're going to end in a seated meditation, crossing one or both of your legs over, closing your eyes, Hands are facing the sky. Starting with a metta meditation, we are sending good vibes to all humans, those of your friends and family who may need your love and your energy from afar. And then we will place the hands on top of your knees facing down. And now let's go into our own gratitude and peace within ourselves. Feeling so grateful that you have this body of yours that can do so much, and grateful that you brought yourself to your mat for just 15 minutes today. That way you can spread more love, more joy to all beings around you. Slowly bring movement back into your fingers and your toes. Bring your hands to your heart center and just notice how present you are after just a few minutes of mindfulness. Bring your hands to your forehead, reminding yourself to have clear and loving thoughts. Bring your hands to your third eye, reminding yourself to have clear and loving intentions. And back down to your heart. Beautiful. Namaste, my loves. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you liked this flow. Make sure to join my email list below if you want to stay updated on my new app coming up. I'll have full-length classes and challenges to stay fully accountable. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!